It's Absolute 5 here. So, here's an idea I thought about right now. So, it's about somebody's idea of an ideal world. Now, generally, there's like no such thing as an ideal world. The only such thing that actually exists as an ideal world is your own world. And what do I mean by that? I mean how you create your life to be an ideal world for you. Because here's something I learned a while back, that for you to have a positive mentality or positive life is that you have to create it yourself. You have no control of anybody else in this world. And I know that thought drives some people crazy because they can't comprehend the concept of not being able to control people because they've been so used to doing it for most of their lives. That's just some people, not all. That's not all people. That's just some people, and it's very hard. And I know it's hard to not feel in control of a situation when normally you're in control of a situation. But that's the idea: is that you have no control of anything in this world. So the ideal world that you're looking for is a world where you are the pioneer that is going to create a world for yourself, and that's how you end up having that's how you end up having an enjoyable lifestyle in this world. So let's think, how do we do this? Well, first off, we have to think about it this way. You have no control. So the first one is let go of the situation, whatever it is that you're in or that you're trying to control. Let it go. You have no control of the situation, and you have to learn how to handle that habit of not being in control of it. I would say the second thing is work on yourself. Work on yourself health-wise. Do exercise. You have to do so many things, but I think also what helps with that situation is to find purpose to why you want to exercise. Because it's one thing to exercise. Yeah, everyone can work out, everyone can just run a mile or walk a mile or just do little things here and there, but then they just stop and then they just move on with their lives and not give enough about the situation. Here's the thing: if you find a reason why you want to work out, why you want to get into shape, why you want to get healthy, that is the reason, and that's how you're going to stay healthy. If you remind yourself, what is your purpose to exercise? What is the reason why you want to stay healthy? Why do you want to become healthier? Because you need a reason. Because that's the thing. Reasons, I realize, help build a person up, and they've certainly helped me get into shape. If you see my few previous videos, yes, I've talked about that before. And having an ideal world by making yourself feel better is ideal for you, because you don't change the world. You don't change the world from the outside in. You change the world from the inside out. You first work on yourself, and then you become a better person overall. Now, let's think about this. How does this relate to mathematics? Well, I like to think of it as the absolute value symbol. Why? Think about it. You're this number, could be whatever number you want it to be. Let's say negative x. Let's just say negative x for the argument's sake. It doesn't matter what happens outside of the absolute value. Well, actually, I should say it this way. In the end, you're going to get good and bad things outside of the absolute value symbol. It could be a positive thing, it could be a negative thing, but that's life trolling you. Or it could give you a reward. That's why it could be positive as well. But if you change your mindset inside the absolute value, if you stay positive, guess what? You're going to become out positive. And if you think negative, the idea is that you want to be able to have these negative thoughts, but come out so positive anyway, because thoughts are just thoughts. You want to become positive. That's another thing I should say. Number 3 is thoughts. Get an idea of what your mind, of your habit is when you think. Because when you think so much bad thoughts, you end up becoming these bad thoughts, and they become a habit. and become a trait and become a personality of who you really are. Okay? So think of it that way. Think of the absolute value as the chamber that you use to determine, that could be your mind actually. The absolute value is actually your mind. Because if it's your mind, you're able to dictate what actually happens in the result afterwards. And the thing is, think about it. If you have a negative sign outside of the absolute value signs, you still come out positive, but life will throw out something negative at you anyway. So it's up to you how to learn how to handle yourself in those bad situations. So I'll give you one more for one more tip I could say for having an ideal world is practice these techniques in the sense of, I'm not trying to say you should always think positive. When I say practice, I mean you need to be out in the world and actually try to face these fears that you have, or these negative thoughts that you may think, these negative thoughts that you may think you have, right? Because they're just thoughts, you know? You can think about something sexual about somebody, you can think about something bad about somebody at work, and you want to be able to get comfortable with just these thoughts passing by, because that's just all they are. They're just thoughts passing by. Because later in the day, you're gonna be like, wait, well, I was thinking about that? Oh, all right. And that's why I want to say that an ideal world is something that you have to create yourself. You should not wait for somebody else to help picture a world for you. You make that world yourself. You don't have to wait for nobody. You wait for nobody to make your world. You make it yourself. And I recommend starting today if possible. Don't wait. Start today. So that's the lesson for you guys today. This has been Absolute 5. I'm Roger Palomino. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Also, if you have any comments or feedbacks, that you have any suggestions that I can take under, be sure to leave it down below. And if you like my content, be sure to hit the bell button besides the subscribe button. And I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. So take care, guys. And remember, math is infinite because there are infinitely many possibilities. Take care.